Dear relationship, it's not always easy. The first 9 months were amazing. The last 3 months, well, crying, arguing, threatening to break up. 'Cause of what? I lied. It was a small lie, but then it became an elephant in the room. You lost all trust, and that was my fault. Dear relationship, I've always loved being with you, but I'm scared you'll leave me to be all alone again. Dear relationship, this toxic fume separating us, neither one wants to let go. Two poisons, one of love, and the second will be the lie what will always be remembered. Dear relationship, I love you. That is a poem that I literally just made up today. Well, I wrote it down. But that is based on my relationship. I lied in my relationship. The first 9 months were amazing, but I kept a secret. The last 3 months, my boyfriend found out. It was literally something so small. God damn it, thunder. It was something so small to me, but it was huge to him. The fact that I kept this a secret for almost 9 months into our relationship. The last 3 months, well, we haven't non-stop spoke about it since. But that's because I lied. And that. Lying while you're in a relationship is never a good idea. It breaks that trust. All we ever do now is argue, and he doesn't trust me now. If I say I haven't done it, he won't believe me. He'll just check to make sure, just for him, just to say, I don't believe you, but I'm gonna find something to basically prove that I'm right. And yeah, it stresses me out, and he's more stressed because of it. I've made him have anxiety. He doesn't trust a word what I'm saying. And I get that. I did that to him. I hurt him. Bad. This video I've been trying to make for ages. Absolutely ages. And there's times where we've almost given up. Where he almost walked out on me. Because of this lie. This just shows how important being honest and truthful in relationships are. I always said, relationships, you've got to build a foundation. You've got to build that trust. Trust first. But I've just contradicted myself. I lied in this relationship. And look at me. Look at my relationship now. I've ruined it. It's slowly getting there, but there'll always be the hint of he's never going to trust me. And it's going to take a long, long time for me to get that back. A long time. But we're building it up. He doesn't need to build it up, but it's for me. I need to prove to him. I need to show that I'm serious about this relationship. There's a difference between a kid relationship and an adult relationship. A kid one, break up and they'll see someone within a few days. But an adult one, it affects in the long run. I've had so many bad relationships. Literally. It was bad. I'm glad I'm not in half of them. In fact, I'm glad I'm not in any of them. Most of my relationships ended up being in abusive, toxic environment. And I had to get out of it. With this one, I've never felt so different and happier in my relationship. Jacob is literally the best guy I've ever been with, and I ruined it, all because I lied. He could easily just walk out on me anytime he wants, but he can't, because he's in love with me and I'm in love with him. Sometimes it's difficult for him to say I love you back, because when he looks at me, he just sees disappointment. He just sees a girl who just lied to him. Someone who lost all that trust. So I'm making this video and I made that poem for a simple fact. It's not easy being in a relationship. You're always going to have ups and downs. There's always going to be things what don't go the way you want it to. But it does get better. It sometimes gets easier and it gets harder. But you've got to put the work in. Both people need to put work into a relationship. It's not just one. Anyone can have a relationship. It's maintaining and keeping that person happy and being honest and loyal. That's a relationship. One piece of that just crumbles. For me, it was dishonesty. I was dishonest. And now I have to regret that. I have to regret that every day. Just looking at my own boyfriend just makes me sad. Because I've hurt him. It's like I've literally just put a gun to his head and shot him. That's what it feels like. It feels like I've killed him on the inside. I love him with all my heart. I really do. And just seeing him hurt just makes me feel so much worse. That is why it's so important just to be honest from the beginning. It's important. I'm going to leave this video here. Please send it to someone who is lying in their relationship. Just tell them that this might not work. Not every relationship is going to last. It depends on what the lie is and how long you've lied for. I've lied to him for 9 months. And look at us. 3 months of constantly getting told what I've done. Constantly getting reminded the mistake I did. That's not what I wanted. Me and him have been nearly a year this month. We could have broke up any time. He could break up with me anytime. That's the matter of fact. You claim you love someone and lie. And that's what he said to me a few times. I love him. I love him so much. I'll see you in the next video.